Welcome to Counter Chat episode 3. Today we're joined by the one, the only, Raheem Gray.
What up, people? What up? What up?
Introduce yourself, buddy.
Yeah, man. So you know, people. For those who don't know, actually, it's Raheem Gray. What would I say? I'm a fitness enthusiast from Birmingham. You get me? Birmingham. But yeah, man. We're here at Counter Chat. You know what I mean? We're gonna get cracking today.
Straight up influencer mode.
You know what I mean? Switch
So-
it up for the cameras, man.
So Raheem, we've got some questions to ask you today.
Go on, then, my boy.
Like, you know, if you've been watching Counter Chat for a while, well, this is episode 3, so we can say a while now. You'll know we ask 2 to 3 questions and we answer them. Simple things, okay? We've just finished training, so yeah. Not gonna stay here and waffle. Let's get with the questions. Question 1. What's the biggest mistake you've made on your gym journey so far?
Ooh. I said the biggest mistake I made on my gym journey so far was probably not tracking my food when I first started. Yeah, early on.
Yeah.
Early on, but I guess I made up for that later on in life, innit?
So was you one of them brothers that used to just go gym and then go home back bare tuna and bread? Or bully beef and
listen, I'm gonna let you. I'm
bread.
gonna let you lot in on a little. No, it's not a secret, but like, obviously, different levels now. But then, I used to go gym. For those who know me, I used to go gym, and there was a Tesco across the road, big Tesco. You remember?
Yo,
this?
this is your gym.
Yeah. You remember this? He was there in my early days. He was there in my early days. But I used to go there. I used to get onion ring, a big pack of onion rings. Was it the 9-bar Kit Kats? I don't remember. Is it 9 bars? Not whatever they are. However many bars you get in there. And then I get a big bottle of fizzy pop. I don't drink fizzy pop anymore. Don't eat that. But then, that was the occasion, innit? I was snacking a lot. It's eating bad, man, but...
Yeah. What stimulated that? Would you say that came from just having the mindset of calories don't matter? Eat big, get big? Or is it just, was you just eating whatever you wanted?
At the time, I was young, so it was like, I was probably like 17, 18 at this time. So it's probably like just, I think I just had the mentality of eat big, get big, go lift weights, poor form, everything just, just go crazy with it.
The main thing is, you mentioned that very same Tesco, yeah? I used to have a brethren, because I started in the same type of thing. I used to have a brethren. And straight after I finished gym, I'm in that same Tesco's, and I'm thinking I'm gonna buy macro. Macro, you know?
Yeah.
What kind of broke bait thing is this?
Yeah.
Macro, bread. I used to get the cheesy bread thing. You know, from the bakery thing.
I know the one. Yeah, I know the one.
I used to ladder it up and I used to eat it. And my brother saw me and said, "Yo, welcome to that, bro. Where's your proper protein? Where's this? Where's that?" You know what I mean? I made not one piece of progress. I got stronger, made not one piece of progress. So just go to show it's all about what you eat.
1,000%.
Okay. All right. Question 2. Would you say bodybuilding is more about working hard or working smart?
I'll say working smart. As you can see, because working harder. Okay, let's put this into for example.
Yeah.
Okay, if you look at like a bodybuilder, top 5, you don't see them squat. You don't really see them deadlifts. You don't really see them doing any bar benches.
Yeah.
You don't really see them doing any powerlifting movements, really.
Yeah.
Apart from C-bomb every now and then.
Yeah.
But like, you don't really, majority of them, you don't see them do it. It's all machine work. It's all accessories. You know what I mean? It's all high volume. You know what I mean? Even when it comes down to diet as well, same thing. Diet.
I think we kind of blur the lines between working harder and smarter. Working harder doesn't necessarily mean we have to work stupid.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So by that I mean, look at simple one. There's men like Branch Warren and Ronnie Coleman. I mean, Branch is still around now, but Ronnie, he's effed the hell up.
But even if, let's not say that they're not still working hard.
Still
grafters, but
it's smarter movements
working
you can
smarter
use.
and harder, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Rather than just working harder.
Exactly.
I
think you gotta work
smart to hard.
Smarter, yeah.
Pause.
Yeah.
I think the hardest work in the room. I think the hardest work in the room sees more results than the smartest person in the room. 100%.
Yeah, 100%. But the hardest work in
Say
the
that again. I reckon that the hardest work in the room will definitely see more results than the smartest person in the room.
I believe you on that one. But
Because I feel like the smartest person in the room feels like they can bypass the hard work by working
I know that.
smart.
But this is what I mean.
I got a question for you though.
But I reckon when it comes to bodybuilding and lifting, you don't have it doesn't take anything like complicated nowadays.
But this is a game of longevity though.
That's what I was
Yeah, what?
This is a game of longevity.
All right, yeah, I understand.
So
But
spin it back this.
go on.
So, if we're talking about the hardest worker in the room will see more results than the smartest worker in the room, let's think about like longevity though. In that current moment, they might be seeing the best results.
Yeah.
But who's gonna not even outlive, because that's a bit deep. But
See that?
like who's gonna be?
Who's gonna go ahead? Yeah.
He's gonna go further in life, or just like, you know what I mean?
Further in their career.
When they get into a part of their career where it's just a maintaining thing, who's gonna be looking better? Who's gonna be feeling better? The person that was killing himself, Ronnie Coleman and Jay Cutler, for example.
Yeah, the smartest person. Yeah.
Like, not saying Ronnie didn't also work smart, but he works really, really hard. And now look
It was biased towards just working hard.
Would you say it's the smartest bodybuilder in terms of training then,
To be honest,
compared to the hardest?
they all got coaches, bro, so we can't really say.
that's
He said coaches are the smartest, bro,
Yeah.
not the bodybuilder.
Yeah.
Remember the pro bodybuilders, top level, they're just doing obviously what their
You know
plan
what?
says what they're told to do.
What's my man's name again? Mr. Olympia 8. Dexter Jackson.
Very hard worker.
He's the bad man.
Yeah.
He's still a bad. I think he's just retired.
Now retired probably 2 years.
Couple years ago. He was bodybuilding until like.
Yeah.
I reckon when it comes to working hard and working smart, when it comes to working hard, we all work hard here. Do you know what I mean? But it's also just about knowing like your limits. Like, men are smart enough to know, okay, if I go for another rep, my form's gonna break down, and that's gonna potentially like hurt me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the basis of what we do in the gym is hard work. We don't really come into the gym with like protractors out and super scientific movements. The movements that we do for the most part
It's meat and potatoes.
exactly are the
Meat and
movements that we
potatoes.
did when we in the first week of the gym.
Yeah,
do you know
yeah,
what I mean?
meat and
But
potatoes.
we've now just like adapted, and we are doing them a little bit smarter.
Yeah.
In terms of okay, we're focusing a little bit more on the tempo, making sure that the bar path is like controlled, making sure that like the execution's like on key. So there still is like a more awareness and like, smartness to it. But the main foundation to it is the hard work.
I've got a question then. So you saying that then, based on that, do you think that we over-idolize machines now? So we're focusing on the biometrics of a certain machine and it's working a certain way and stuff like
I
that.
think it's a natural progression of things. I think we have to do that.
Yeah.
So we have so if your alignment's not good in the machine, or if the machine doesn't put you in a position where you're capable of getting that alignment, then you're gonna get injured. And you're gonna start seeing imbalances. And your workouts aren't gonna feel the same. So I think the better machines get, the better bodybuilding gets.
1,000%.
Me personally, I feel like if you're a beginner, you don't really need to be focusing on hitting like a muscle at like a certain degree. You don't need to be focusing on squeezing like a muscle group and so on, because to begin with, I know that I didn't, but to begin with, you don't really have enough muscle to squeeze out in the beginning, and you're not smart or advanced enough to be using advanced techniques.
Keep it simple, basically.
You're gonna keep it simple.
Keep it simple. Keep it simple and keep it safe.
Exactly. When I first began, I didn't do any isolation exercises. I got strong at a press, got strong at a pull, squat, deadlift, and that was pretty much all you needed.
Yeah, but you don't obviously.
And then as you get like more advanced, then that's where the advanced machines come into play and so on.
We also done the basics though. We done the leg extensions. We done the cable flyers. We done a few isolation movements. We just never really like. It was probably when we fatigued in the set. In a nutshell, I'd probably say, I think it's better to work smarter than harder in everything though. Not just gym, not just fitness, everything. When it comes to earning money, you want to be the smartest worker in the room, not just the hardest worker in the room. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of hard workers out there earning less or making less chess moves than people that have been working smarter. You know, it's just the way the game goes really. So yeah, man.
Yeah. So to wrap it up, I don't think it's 50-50. I think it's 100% smart and 100% harder. You've got to think of it like that. So Don't just think, oh, okay, because I'm working smarter, I'm gonna have to be a little wimp in the gym who can't bench
facts.
heavy. Do you know what I mean? Or lift
Facts.
heavy. So,
Facts.
yeah,
The two go hand in hand, man.
two go hand in hand.
But yeah, man.
Join us next week for episode 4. But till then, peace out, Pete.